Matt from Evolve Fitness here. I'm bringing to you today one of my favorite subjects, and that's belief. Right, okay guys, so this system kind of explains why the rich get rich, the poorer get poorer, people who are willing start killing it, and people that aren't doing so well seem to get stuck in a rut. Now, have you ever wondered why that is? Now, this kind of simplifies it in a way that's pretty easy and obvious to understand, okay? So it's 4 spheres. Now, the first sphere is potential. Now, what is the limit of human potential? I think we can all pretty much agree it's limitless. Bearing in mind, we put man on the moon, the Wright brothers took metal and made it take flight, and now we've got planes that fly all over the world. The 1001st failed experiment became the light bulb, and it's changed the face of the globe, right? So human potential is pretty limitless, okay? So if all of our potential is limitless, why aren't we all killing it, or why aren't we all struggling? Where's the difference? Sphere number 2. Belief. Okay, so I'm going to give you a scenario. Imagine you're an Olympic sprinter and you just turned up, just to be at the Olympics, you have to be one of the best in the world. And you turn up, you step up to the line, you look to the right-hand side, it's Usain Bolt. You go, why did this guy have to be here? My family's going to watch this. He's the fastest guy in the world. Look how tall he is. I can't beat this guy. With that belief, how much action, which is the next sphere, how much action you're going to put out. Think this is the fastest guy in the world, I can't beat him. It's not 100%, even if you think it is, okay? So you don't think you can beat this guy, you don't put out 100%, and that directly leads in to the result you get. Because depending on what action is your results, right? Now, scenario number 2, exactly the same situation. You step up to the line, you look to your right, Usain Bolt. Apart from this time you go, yes. That's the fastest guy in the world. When I beat him, I'm the fastest guy in the world. There's no way this guy has trained as hard as me, has the techniques, or has my acceleration. The whole world is going to witness me become the fastest man in the world. With that belief system, how much action you're going to put out? It's going to be 130%, right? And putting in that amount of action, once again, feeds directly into your result. What's your result going to be? Now, this is the interesting part. Say if they both lost. Guy in scenario number 1 lost by an inch. And he goes, see, I knew I couldn't beat the fastest guy in the world. Guy in scenario number 2 loses by an inch and goes, see how close I was? That's the fastest guy. I was right on his heels. I will get him next time. So that's how the momentum builds up. And that directly explains why the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, the more successful pick up more momentum. When you get on a roll, you pick it up and you pick it up, pick it up. When you get in a bad place, everything seems to snowball because your result doesn't pay back into your potential. It affects your belief. If you're constantly succeeding and smashing it, you start to believe, I'm good at this. I'm worth something. If you're constantly failing, or if you're constantly making excuses and you're not doing even what you know you should, what do you start thinking of yourself? How much self-respect do you start having? What do you think is your potential, even though we've all agreed that it's limitless? It affects your entire life. So guys, a bit of a closing thought on this. I want to tone the energy down a bit and get just real serious. Is believe in yourself. I know it's not an easy thing to do, but do you know that mathematicians and scientists got together and put the real statistic of how likely it is, or the number, the odds of you being born right now, bearing in mind sperm count, dinosaurs, world wars, everything put into account, is 1 in 400 trillion. Now, to get some perspective on that, to win the lottery is under 18 million. Okay, so you can win many lotteries and still not be born. And bearing in mind, if you're watching this and you're in a Western country and you're in the top 10%, they're actually over $1 a day, you've won the lottery of lotteries. And so, imagine if every single person was born with a gift. Now, imagine you could not bring that gift to this world to help others, not just yourself, if you don't have belief in that gift that's bigger than you. You're withholding that from the world. Now, as Les Brown, an amazing motivational speaker, that said, the wealthiest place on the planet is the graveyard, because it's full of all of the dreams that never came to fruition because no one believed in themselves. You let it die with you. We all know we have something to give. And if you don't believe in it, no one else will. And if you don't believe in it, you won't take the action to get the result, to bring it into this world. Believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe, no one else will. You're fucking awesome. Take care.